This needs to be recorded.
Thanks everybody for joining me today for our deep stretch workout. We are going to go ahead and get started with a warm up. So I have my yoga mat laid out, whatever space that you have today, finding a comfortable position. We're just going to start standing in our warm up. I'm going to start just by walking around my space. Going to walk just the length of my yoga mat or just walking in place, getting your body loosely warmed up, some movement into your body. As I'm walking it out, I like to add in some arm swings, gently swinging my arms front and back. Also swinging my arms from left to right, just adding in some upper body movement as you walk it out, whatever's calling to you, whatever feels good. And then once you're feeling good with some walking it out, I'm going to come to the center of my space and we're going to do a little deep breathing and some arm raising. So when you're ready, going to take in a big inhale breath as I bring both of my hands, fingertips to the sky, reaching tall, feeling my spine stretch up towards the ceiling. And then when you're ready on your exhale, bringing your hands back down at your side, fingertips point to the floor. And we're going to do that 3 times at your own pace, syncing to your own breath. Taking in a big inhale breath as you're reaching tall, fingertips come up overhead, filling your lungs, your belly, your chest. And then exhale, hands are coming back down at your side. Last time here, taking a big inhale breath, hands reach up towards the ceiling. This time on your exhale, we're going to take it into a forward fold. So as you exhale, hinging at your waist, hands are going to come down towards your feet, towards your ankles, towards your knees, finding a good position in that forward fold. Pausing at the bottom for a moment, feeling that stretch in your hamstrings. From here, we're going to go into a halfway lift. So I'm going to raise up halfway, bringing my hands to about my knees and then until my chest is facing the floor. Taking another inhale breath, and then I'm going to exhale back down into that forward fold one last time. Hands come back down towards the floor. Chest is facing my legs, head is hanging. And in 3, 2, 1, slowly coming back up to standing when you're ready. Taking your time to stand back up, feeling your spine uncurl as you come back up to a tall standing position. From here, going to exhale, release, let your body relax. We're going to move into some neck circles or neck half circles. I'm going to start by bringing my right ear down towards my right shoulder, feeling the stretch on the left side of my neck. I'm going to hold it here for a few seconds, and then when you're ready, bringing my chin to my chest, nose points down towards the floor, feeling that stretch in the back of my neck. And then after holding that for a second, moving my left ear over to my left shoulder. Now I'm feeling that stretch in the right side of my neck. So moving through that half circle from left to right, you can move at your own pace. We'll do it for about 15 more seconds, taking whatever time you need in each position to feel that stretch comfortably in your body. And in 3, 2, 1, bringing your head back up to center, taking a moment to let your body relax. From here, we're going to move into some arm circles. I'm going to do one arm at a time. So I'm going to start with my right arm, forward circles. Going to start by bringing my right hand fingertips up to the sky, reaching as tall as I can. My right arm is going to come in front of my body, making a big forward circle before bringing it back behind. Feeling that stretch in your shoulder, your armpit, the right side of your body. I like to go very slow and controlled to really feel each movement here. And then after a couple big circles forward, I'm going to let my hand fall down at my side and I'm going to switch directions. I'm going to stay on that right arm. This time I'm going to do big circles backwards. So opposite direction here, reaching up tall towards the sky. This time my arm is going to fall behind my back, feeling my chest come forward, my right shoulder blade squeezing into my back. And just moving through a few times in that backward circle. Again, going very slow and controlled, feeling that right side body stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, letting that right arm fall down at your side. We're going to do that same thing on the left side. So when you're ready, left arm this time, big circles forward, reaching that left hand fingertips to the sky before your hand falls in front of your body this time. Doing about 3 of these circles, taking your time to feel that stretch now throughout the left side of your body. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Left hand is coming back down at my side before I switch directions. Now I'm going to go backwards. Big circles backwards. Start by reaching tall, opposite direction. Let that arm fall behind your back. Chest comes forward. And again, just about 3 of these at your own pace. And in 3, 2, 1, letting your left arm fall down at your side. Let both arms go loose and just recover for a moment. We're going to move into a chest opener. So I'm going to put my hands into goalpost arms. So my fingertips are pointed towards the ceiling, but my elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle. So elbows are almost in line with my shoulders, and then fingertips pointed towards the wall, towards the ceiling, so that my head is in the center. Cactus arm, goalpost arm, whatever you want to call it here. We're going to open up our arms by squeezing our shoulder blades together. Chest pushes forward, and you're feeling that chest opener in the tops of your chest. And we'll hold it here just for about 10 seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, letting your arms fall down at your side. We're going to do that one more time. Once you're ready, getting back into your goalpost arms, fingertips point towards the ceiling, elbows bent to a 90-degree, opening your chest up wide, moving your elbows behind your back, squeezing your shoulder blades together, chest pushes out forward, feeling that in your shoulders, the tops of your chest. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, letting your arms fall down at your side. And I'm just going to shake it out. Couple punches down towards the floor, wiggle your fingers, shake out those arms before letting them go still at your side. We're going to move into some hip circles. So starting with my feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, I'm going to start by pushing my hips slightly forward. So I'm just gently leaning back. I want to feel that stretch in the front of my abs and a little bit in my lower back. Not so far that you're losing any balance or feeling anything uncomfortable, just a slight lean back. From here, I'm going to take my right hip out to the right. So extending my hips out to the right before bringing my hips behind my back, sticking my butt out, chest leans forward. And then I'm going to bring my left hip over to that left side, finishing out that big circle here with our hips. Going clockwise with my circle. So taking this again at your own pace, we're going to do about 3 of these circles, warming up our hips, our abs, our lower back, as we're keeping our feet stationary and just moving our hips. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back to center. Gonna finish this out by going the opposite direction. So now that time I went clockwise, now I'm gonna go counterclockwise. Same thing, but just opposite direction. So now I'm pushing my hips forward, slightly leaning back, and I'm starting by bringing my left hip over to the left and then sticking my butt back, chest points forward until I bring it around to the right side. Kind of like a very slow hula hoop motion. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back to the center. Taking a moment to let your body recover. We're going to move into open and close the gate. So feet are going to start shoulder width apart. I'm going to bring my right knee up towards my chest. From here, bringing my right knee out to the right, opening up my hips, and then putting my right foot back on the floor. Feet come together, and I'm going to switch to the opposite side. Now my left knee is going to come up towards my chest. I'm bringing my left knee out wide to the left, lowering my left foot to the floor, and then feet come together. If balance is a little tricky here, you don't have to raise your knee that far off of the ground or raise your foot that high. You can still take your knee out wide without having too much pressure on the balance. Or if you have something to hold on to, but feeling that stretch in the insides of your hips, your groin, continuing on both sides for a few more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1. Feet come back to the floor. Now we are going to switch to close the gate to finish it out here before we move on to our first flow. This time I'm going to start with my right knee out wide to the right, and I'm going to bring that knee in towards my body. So last time we were moving it out. Now we're going to bring that knee back in, and then switch to the left, starting with your left knee pointed out to the left. Then I'm going to bring my left knee in towards my body before I lower that foot back down to the floor. So open the gate. Now we're closing the gate. Feeling that stretch in the outsides of our hips. And I'm just going to do a few on each leg. And in 3.
Only have our weight on one leg?
Yep, briefly, while you raise that knee up, you got weight on one leg, knee comes in towards your body, and then that foot lowers to the floor.
I gotta hang on to a wall.
Yeah, totally fine. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, bringing both of your feet back down. We're gonna finish it out with just a full body shakeout. Gonna kick my legs forward a couple times, wiggle your toes, maybe a couple calf raises, and just shake it out, getting everything out before letting your body go still. We're gonna move into our first seated flow. So from here, if you wanna make your way onto your yoga mat, find a comfortable seated position, grab some water on your way down if you need, and then we're gonna get into the first flow. I'm gonna turn the music up just slightly. Let me know if it ever is too loud. All right, once we are on our mat, making our way into a seated position, I'm going to be sitting on my bottom, legs crossed, but you can find any comfortable seated position that feels good for you. Sitting up tall, feeling your spine reaching straight up towards the ceiling, checking in with your posture here to really get the most out of all of our stretches. We're gonna start with a seated side bend. I'm going to place my left hand on the ground. Left palm is on the floor. My right hand, I'm going to reach above my head, fingertips pointed to the wall to my left, and I'm going to lean over onto that left side. With your left hand, if it feels good, you can drop down to your left forearm to really deepen that side stretch. If not, leaving your elbow off of the ground, left hand flat on the floor. Whatever feels good for you here as we hold this seated side bend to the left. Feeling that stretch all throughout the right side of your body. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, coming back up to center. We're gonna do that same thing on the opposite side. So when you're ready, my right hand is going to be flat on the ground next to my right leg. Left hand, fingertips reaching up overhead, over to the wall to the right. Leaning into that right side bend. If it feels good, dropping onto that right forearm. I'm gonna take this stretch a little bit deeper. My head is staying neutral, facing forward, feeling that left side body stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, coming back up to a seated position. We'll do that one more time on both sides, cueing at your own speed here. So when you're ready, right hand comes up overhead, fingertips point to the wall to the left. Finding the range of motion here that feels good for you, and holding it for about 10 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower that right hand down before we switch to the left. When you're ready, left hand comes up overhead, pointing to the wall to the right. And we'll hold here for another 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lowering both your hands back down at your side, taking a moment to let your body recover. From this seated position, we're going to continue stretching out our arms. So whatever comfortable seated position that you're in here, we're gonna start with an arm across stretch, taking my right arm across my body, fingertips point to the wall to my left. My arm is straight, have a slight bend in my right elbow, but reaching across your body. And then with your left hand, grabbing onto my right elbow and just gently pulling my arm in towards my body. Feeling this stretch throughout the outside of my right arm, into my right shoulder, wrapping behind my back a little bit. From here, while you're holding, if it feels good, you can add in a little head movement. So if you turn your head to face the wall to the left, you might feel a deeper stretch in that right shoulder. Turning your head to face the wall to the right, feeling a deeper stretch in your left side neck. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Letting your right hand come back down at your side. And then we're gonna do the same thing with our left arm. When you're ready, left arm reaches across your chest, fingertips point to the wall to the right. And with your right hand, grabbing onto that left elbow and just gently pulling in towards your body. This time we're feeling that stretch on the outside of our left arm. And then same thing here, if it feels good for you to add in some head movement, turning your head from the left to the right, you can notice how you might feel that stretch a little bit deeper in different areas just by turning your head. And doing what feels good for you here. Maybe it feels good to just keep your head stationary, and that's totally fine. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Letting your left arm come back down at your side. Staying in this seated position, we are going to extend our arms behind our back. So if you would like to interlace your fingers behind your back, I'm just holding my own hand here. My fingers interlock with each other. My elbows are bent and my palms are facing the wall behind me. And then when you're ready, I'm going to extend my arms straight. So my hands will turn. My knuckles are now facing the wall behind me. My palms are facing my back. My elbows are as straight as I can make them. Shoulder blades squeezing in towards each other. Feeling this stretch in your chest, in your back, still in the outsides of your arms. And just taking some deep breaths as you hold this position. If it doesn't feel good to have your arms or your hands intertwined, you can still extend your arms straight behind your back and try to get close. Maybe hold your wrists. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Letting your arms come back down at your side. We're gonna do that same thing, this time going forward. So this time we're gonna interlace our fingers in front of our chest. Palms are facing my body, knuckles are facing the wall in front of me, and my elbows are bent. From here, when you're ready, extending your arms straight. I'm turning my hands, so now my palms are facing the wall in front of me, and my knuckles are facing my body. Pushing my arms away, so my palms are feeling that stretch. I'm feeling my shoulder blades separate, my chest kind of caves in, and I'm feeling that stretch in between my shoulder blades. Still checking with your posture, sitting up tall here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your arms come back down at your side. Taking a moment to just let your body recover. From our seated position, we're gonna move into some seated cat-cow. So again, sitting on my bottom, my legs are crossed, my knees are bent. I'm gonna put my right hand on my right knee, my left hand on my left knee. Checking in with my posture, belly button into spine, sitting up tall. from here, I'm going to bring my belly button forward, pushing my chest out forward, head faces forward as well. Feeling that stretch in my spine, my core, my hips. And then when you're ready, belly button's gonna come into spine. Spine is going to move towards the wall behind us. Chin is going to tuck into your chest. And then just at your own pace, moving through this seated cat-cow. Belly button pushes forward as your head lifts to face the wall in front of you. And then belly button to spine, spine towards the back of the wall behind you, chin to your chest. We'll move through this for about 15 more seconds. Doing what feels good in your body here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, letting your body recover here. From this seated position, I'm going to extend my right leg out straight. And I'm going to bring my left leg, bending my left knee. The bottom of my left foot is going to come to the inside of my right leg. So I'm kind of in a half butterfly stretch here. My left leg is bent. My right leg is extended out straight. From here, I'm going to raise both of my hands, fingertips to the sky, feeling that spine stretch tall, and then on your exhale, reaching both hands over towards that right foot. Maybe reaching your right ankle, your right shin, your right toes. If it feels good, you can add a bend into that right leg. So maybe bringing your chest a little closer to your thigh might help the stretch feel a little bit better, or keeping that leg straight and just really extending. Whatever feels good for you here. We'll hold for about 10 more seconds. Feeling that stretch in your right hamstring, but also that left side of your back as we're reaching across our body. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, coming back up to a seated position. Going to switch my legs. So now I'm going to extend my left leg out straight. My right leg is going to come in towards my body. Right knee is bent. The bottom of my right foot against the inside of my left leg. Same thing here on the opposite side. When you're ready, big inhale breath as your arms raise, fingertips to the sky. And then on your exhale, leaning over to that left foot, both hands come, trying to grab that left knee, left shin, left toes. Again, option to bend that left knee slightly. And we'll hold here for another 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back up to a seated position. We're gonna finish out this seated flow with one last wide leg forward fold. So I'm going to leave my left leg extended out straight, maybe moving it a little farther out to the left. And then I'm also going to extend my right leg straight out to the right. So my legs are sitting in a V shape, finding whatever distance is comfortable for you. You want to feel a little bit of stretch in the insides of your legs. And then we're going to take it to a forward fold. When you're ready, final time here, big inhale breath as our arms reach up towards the sky. This time on the exhale, I'm hinging at my waist, hands are coming directly out in front of me. My legs are wide. Finding a spot where you can hold here for about 15 seconds. Again, if it feels good, adding in a slight bend to either of your knees, both of your knees, to take a little bit of that pressure off of the stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back up to that seated position. Awesome job. Take this time to grab a little bit of water, and then we're going to transition into a tabletop flow. So I'm going to grab some water, let your body recover for a moment. And then our next flow is going to start in a tabletop position. So when you are ready, my knees are going to be stacked underneath my hips. My hands are going to be stacked underneath my shoulders. And wanting my back to be as flat as possible, like I'm a tabletop that you could balance something on. Your core is tight, belly button to spine, and a really steady base here. Once you are in your tabletop position, we're going to start with some cat-cow just to get into the movement. Dropping that belly button down to the floor, chest and head face forward. And then when you're ready, belly button to spine. Spine comes up to the ceiling, chin to your chest, just like we did seated. And we'll just move through this quickly at your own pace for about 15 seconds. Warming up that core, your hips, your back. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back up to that tabletop position, back is flat. From here, we're gonna move into thread the needle. We're gonna start just on our right side. So when you're ready, raising that right hand, fingertips up towards the sky. Extending that right arm straight, feeling that twist as you're opening up your chest, head is facing the wall to the right. And then when you're ready, taking that right arm in between the space created by your left hand and your left knee, reaching towards that left wall. If it feels good, you can drop your right shoulder to the floor, maybe your right side head to the floor. Whatever feels good here, we're gonna hold for about 15 seconds. Feeling that spine twist, that lower back twist. And in 3, 2, 1, bringing that right arm back to the start, hand right underneath your shoulder. And we're gonna do the same thing on the left. So this time when you're ready, extending that left arm up towards the ceiling. Our arms are straight, our chest is turned to point towards the wall to the left. Feeling your chest open, that twist in your spine. And then when you're ready, threading the needle, left hand goes between the space created by our right knee and our right hand, reaching over to that right wall, letting your left shoulder, your head fall to the floor. And we'll hold here for 15. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Left hand is coming back into our tabletop position. We're gonna do that one more time on each side, but take this moment to give your wrists a little bit of a break if you need to. Maybe grab some water, just let your body recover here before we do that one more time on both sides. Once you're ready, getting back into that tabletop position, we'll start again with that right hand, raising your right hand, fingertips to the sky. And then when you're ready, moving into that thread the needle on the right side, shooting that right arm over to the left. And we'll hold here. And in 3, 2, 1. Slowly release that right hand back into our tabletop position. And then final time here on our left side. When you're ready, raising that left hand, fingertips up to the sky. And then thread that needle, left hand shoots over to that right side. And final time, we'll hold here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Left hand comes back to the start. Taking your time to move out of that tabletop position. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water. Let your body recover here in whatever position feels good. We have a few more stretches in that tabletop position before we transition. So just taking a moment here, giving those wrists, your knees a break. When you're ready, we're gonna get back into our tabletop position. Hands stacked underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. This time we're going to do a side leg extension. So I'm going to extend my right leg out straight to the right, either letting your side of your right foot rest on the ground, or maybe you can have the bottom of your right foot flat on the ground. Whatever feels better here, feeling that stretch in the inside of our right leg as we're holding this tabletop position. Seeing how far you can kind of walk that right foot away from your body. That's going to deepen the stretch that you feel. Also, if it feels good, you can sit back onto that left foot, kind of like a child's pose, if that also feels good. So 3 options here, or you can just stay extended in that tabletop. Totally up to you. And in 3, 2, 1, bringing that right leg back into our tabletop. We're going to switch sides, but again, taking a moment to let your body recover. And then when you're ready, same thing on our left leg in our tabletop, this time extending that left leg out to the left. Whether your left foot is flat on the ground or the side of your foot is resting on the ground. Finding a spot that feels good for you to feel that stretch in the inside of your left leg. Again, options to sit back onto that right foot like a child's pose, or stay in that tabletop. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Feet come back to the center. We'll finish out our tabletop sequence here by getting into child's pose. I'm going to make my knees a little bit wider, and I'm going to bring my toes together. And then from here, sitting back onto both of my feet, keeping my arms extended out in front of me. Maybe you can walk your arms even further away from your body and bring your head down to the floor. If it feels good, adding a little movement into your child's pose, you can walk both of your hands over to the right, still keeping your arms extended, but now reaching to the right, feeling that stretch throughout your left side body. And walking your hands over to the left. Now feeling that stretch throughout your right side. Before bringing your hands back to center. 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming up out of that child's pose, I'm going to transition back into a tabletop before sitting back down on my bottom and letting my body recover. Nice job, everybody. We're going to transition to our final flow, which is our lying flow. So lying on our backs, grab a little water if you need before we make the transition, and find a comfortable spot, just laying flat on the ground. I'm laying back on the ground, head's rested, legs are extended out in front of me, hands are extended down at my side. And I like to just take a moment once you get into this position to just feel your body against the floor. What feels good? Pressing your back into the ground and taking a couple of deep breaths. We're going to start by windshield wipering our feet. So moving our feet from left to right. My toes are going to stay pointed towards the ceiling. I'm just windshield wiper left to right, my feet. You can go both feet same direction, so left and then right, or you can have your feet go opposite directions. Whatever feels good here. Waking up those ankles, getting a little twist in our lower body. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. From here, I'm going to point my toes down towards the floor. So kind of tucking my heels against my mat, pointing my toes, trying to get my toes to touch the ground, even though I can't do that, but feeling that stretch in the tops of your feet, into your shins, your ankles. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your feet go back to neutral. From here, I'm going to bring my right knee in towards my chest, hugging that right knee up towards my body. Both of my hands are going to grab onto the top of my right knee and just hug into my chest. Feeling that stretch in your glutes, your hamstrings, your hips. Keeping my left leg straight, but you can add a slight bend into that left knee if that feels better. And in 3, 2, 1, I'm going to switch legs, lowering that right leg back down to the floor, and then bringing my left knee into my chest, hugging that left knee in with both of my hands into my body. Same thing here, feeling that stretch in your left side hamstring, glutes. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Gonna move into a hamstring stretch. I'm gonna bring both of my feet flat on the floor. So my knees are bent, pointed up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna start with my right leg, extending my right leg, toes to the ceiling. So my right leg is extended in the air, straight. From here, I'm gonna grab with both of my hands, either above or below your right knee, wherever feels good. And I'm just gonna gently pull that leg in towards my body until I feel a spot where I can hold that stretch. Feeling it in my hamstring. To take this stretch a little deeper, you can extend your left leg straight. Might feel that changing the stretch, maybe changing your range of motion and adjusting from there. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lowering that that right leg back down to the ground. Resetting your body position. I'm going to start with both of my feet flat on the ground again. Knees are bent. And then when you're ready, extending our left leg up towards the ceiling. Finding a comfortable spot here, grabbing onto that left leg with both hands, either above or below the knee, and just gently pulling in towards your body. You might notice that one leg is a little tighter than the other. You might notice that you feel the stretch without even having to hold on to your leg. Totally normal. And then option is always, you can extend that right leg straight to feel this a little bit deeper. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower that left foot back down to the ground. We'll do that one more time on both legs, just at your own pace here. When you're ready, extending that right leg up towards the sky. Final time here on that right leg. We'll hold for about 15 more seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lowering that right leg down. Final time here on your left leg. When you're ready, extending that left leg up towards the sky. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Both legs come back down towards the floor, taking this moment to recover. I'm going to extend my legs out straight in front of me and just take a couple recovery breaths. When you're ready, I'm going to move into a lying butterfly. So I'm going to bring the bottoms of my feet together. I'm going to continue laying on my back, facing the ceiling, but bringing those bottoms of your feet together and finding a good placement. The closer your feet are to your body, the deeper that knee bend will be. The farther your feet are away from your body, the bigger that butterfly will be. So finding a good spot that you can hold here, letting your knees just fall to either side of your body, opening up your hips, your groin. And we'll hold here for another 15. Release. I'm going to now bring bottoms of feet to the floor, my knees towards the ceiling, taking it here till the body recovers. With our knees, or kind of a lying twist. I'm going to drop both of my knees over to the right, letting my knees fall down while trying to keep my shoulders and my upper back flat on the floor. And then I'm going to bring my knees back to center and then letting them fall over to that left side. So again, just windshield wiper from left to right. Your option here, you can move both of your knees together, same direction, or you can open one knee out to the left and to the right separately. Whatever feels good for you. Feeling that lower back twist if both of your knees are moving together. Maybe try one of each. Listening to whatever movement is feeling good in your body. And in 3, 2, 1, bringing both of my feet back to the floor and steady my knees. Before we transition from this lying on our back position, we're going to finish with one last little dynamic stretch here. I'm going to plant my feet flat on the ground. My knees are bent. My hands are down at my side. And I'm going to raise my hips off of the ground into a bridge position. So just slightly lifting your glutes, lifting your hips off of the floor. Doesn't have to be very high, but engaging that core, our quads, our back, before letting your glutes and your hips drop back down to the ground. Let's move through that at your own speed for about 15 seconds, just raising your hips up towards the sky and then gently lowering them back down to the floor. You can sing it to your breath, taking a big inhale breath as you raise your hips, and then exhale as you let your hips fall to the ground. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Finishing it up here by bringing both of my knees into my chest, hugging one knee with each hand in towards my body in this little egg shape. And then from here, adding in movement that feels good for you, whether it's rocking from left to right or forward and back, or maybe just doing circles with your knees across your body. Feeling your spine against the ground, your hamstring stretch, your glutes are stretched. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. We are going to transition on to our stomachs for our final little cool down for our workout today. So I'm going to grab a little bit of water and transition to laying on our stomachs. Finding a comfortable position here. My stomach, my chest, my legs are extended straight. You can have your hands down at your side or supporting your head as you transition. We're gonna move into a cobra stretch. So when you're ready, my hands are gonna be underneath my shoulders. 2 options here to do this cobra stretch from your hands or your forearms. So whatever works for you. If it's your forearms, keeping your hands underneath your shoulders, my elbows are gonna stay on the floor, and I'm going to raise my chest to face the wall in front of me. Head faces forward as well, feeling that stretch in your core, in your lower back. If you are on your hands, extending your arms straight from underneath your shoulder. Your chest lifts to face forward, but also your hips lift slightly as well. Just making this a deeper version of that cobra stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Bringing your body back down towards the floor. We're going to do that one more time. When you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, raising up onto that cobra, hands or forearms. We'll hold here for about 15 seconds. taking some deep breaths through this stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. From here, I'm going to release all the way down onto the ground. I'm going to put my arms into a T position. So my arms are extended out to either side of my body, right out from my shoulders. I'm going to rest my head on the ground, either direction. And then from here, I'm going to take my left leg. I'm going to bring my left leg over my right and resting my left foot on the floor. So I'm feeling that stretch as I'm twisting my lower back. My hips kind of come off of the floor. My arms are still in that T position. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, bringing your left leg back down to the ground. And we're going to do that same thing on the right side. So now I'm going to bring my left ear down to the floor. And I'm going to take my right leg and bring it over my left leg, whether you leave it in the air or let that right foot drop to the ground. That is up to you. But feeling that stretch in your lower back, your hips. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let both of your feet come back down to the floor and give your body a moment to recover. We're going to finish out here with a quad stretch. So resting your chest, your head on the ground. I'm going to bend my right knee. With my right hand, I'm going to try to grab onto my right foot and just pull that foot in towards my glutes. So I'm feeling that stretch in the top of my right leg on my quad. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Last time here, I'm gonna bend my left leg with my left hand, grabbing the top of my left foot and just gently pulling in towards my body. Now I'm feeling that stretch on my left quad. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, letting both of your legs fall down to the ground. We are going to finish here by getting into whatever final relaxation resting pose is calling out to you, whether you want to stay laying on your stomach, laying on your back, child's pose, a seated position, choosing whatever's feeling good for you right now, how you want to take these last few minutes of stillness and restoration to finish out our stretching today. Slowly starting to add some movement back into your body. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Take a couple deep breaths. When you're ready, transitioning from whatever position that you're in back to a seated, standing position, taking your time to get there. That is all I have for us today. Thank you for joining me for our deep stretch workout. I hope you all got a good stretch in and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later this week. Thanks, everybody.